There's no reason to believe that these raids should be anything other than straightforward. These men are pornographers, not blaggers, as I believe D.I. Brinkworth from the Area Vice Squad will now confirm.
That is correct, sir. None of these men has any history of violence, and we're not anticipating any this morning. The key element of this operation is timing. Out of the 6 addresses we are raiding this morning, 4 are on your patch. And we are grateful, by the way, sir, for your assistance, but we've got to be dead on 6 o'clock at each house. Just a minute out, and we could give them time to raise the alarm.
Right, any more questions? No? Right, that's it then. 5 minutes.
Will it be enough?
I hope it was worth it.
Oh, I swear I'm going to get trading standards around there later.
Where?
Light of Karachi, Ware Street.
There's your answer, then.
Eh?
They're paying you back for what Mike Gatting said to their umpire.
What?
Would you fill your skip at 5 o'clock in the morning?
No.
But I might fill somebody else's.
What do you think you're doing? This is my...
Hey, what's he doing?
Excuse me! Excuse me, sir! Hey, stop that! Hey, Nanny, calm down! What? Calm down, what do you think you're playing at?
I'll tell you what I'm playing at. For the last 3 nights, some joker's been filling my skip full of rubbish, and I want him arrested.
Are you going on a date or what, Sarge?
You can always tell the division CID. They even feel cocky in their sleep.
Sorry, sir, call of nature.
Yeah, all right then, come on. Right, come on, let's get moving now. Come on!
Right, you've got to produce your driving licence, your MOT certificate and your car insurance within 7 days. And I suggest that you take all the garbage in the back of this van back where it came from. And then you return here and you remove all the rest of the rubbish that you've been dumping in this gentleman's skip for the last 3 days. OK? OK?
One's locking up, if you ask me. When's he coming back for all this garbage, anyway?
How about the tea interval, sir?
Come on.
All right, Viv, in there.
Right, Sarge.
No, it's all right, love. They've been taken care of.
Just take your hands off my baby!
What?
You're neat!
What's going on? Who the hell are you?
We're the good guys, old son. And we haven't had our breakfast yet, so get them on.
All right, Viv.
Yes, Sarge. I'm sorry.
Food.
Jim? Hey!
That's one for the hill.
Nothing.
What's this thing?
Toddles gone. On our way back to Sunhill.
Keith?
Likewise, Gov. Want me to order you a bacon roll?
Morris. Morris, what's happening?
Yeah, Gov?
Morris, what's happening?
No joy, Gov. Bed's still warm, but he's gone.
Terrific.
How good was your information?
Rock solid.
Looks like theirs was too.
Wasn't. Wonder where it came from.
Oi! Oi, come here! Would you care to elaborate on that?
Well, someone tipped them off, didn't they?
Yes, they did. And I know where I'd start looking.
You cheeky, arrogant scumbag!
Oi! Go. So leave it, Gov. It's not worth it.
All football supporters are not animals, then, are they?
2 out of 4 any good?
Oh, sure. Only makes it a 50% cock-up, doesn't it?
Sorry. I'll tell you what, boys.
just because this was our operation, don't think you're in the clear.
What do you mean?
Well, it was a tip-off, wasn't there? There had to be.
So?
Well, what makes you both so sure it didn't come from here? Look, I'm not saying it did. It probably didn't. But there has to be an inquiry, doesn't there?
Bit of a shambles, Frank.
I won't argue with that, sir.
No need for smugness, Frank. It was a joint operation.
Well, we did our job, sir. I mean, there'd have been 3 down if Ramsey and Haynes hadn't caught one trying to leg it out the back.
Was there a tip-off?
Looks like it. But I guarantee it didn't come from here. I mean, up until 5:15 this morning, only the chief super, you and me, knew the details of this operation. I mean, they've been working on it for weeks.
Oh, D.I. Brinkworth's after blood.
Yeah? Well, then I suggest he bites his tongue.
Try doing the same, Frank.
The thing that gets me, June, is how everybody's jumping to the same conclusion.
Yeah, well, it's very difficult not to, isn't it?
Well, see, you're doing it as well. Look, 2 villains aren't at home when our lads show up, and everybody automatically assumes it's the coppers that tipped him off.
Yeah.
Well, can't you see what I'm getting at? Well, if that's how we see ourselves, how the hell do we expect them to see us?
Oh, didn't you know that already?
Oh, very good. I'll give him a tug. Call it in, June.
All right. Yeah, Sierra Oscar from Sierra Oscar 85 receiving over.
Go ahead, June.
We're in pursuit of a maroon Ford Sierra, license number Foxtrot 598 Oscar Lima Kilo. Can you do a check, please?
Will do.
What's the problem? Do you mind getting out of the car, please, sir? What do you think you're playing at? Have you been drinking? No, I don't drink. Oh, you normally drive like that,
don't worry. What, you going on holiday, are you?
Blaming her. The wife distracted me just when I pulled out back there.
Won't be long now, babes.
Do you mind opening the boat, please?
Oscar 85 from Sierra Oscar.
Yeah, go ahead, Sarge.
The PMC check you wanted on that Ford Sierra, June. It's stolen.
It's about the governor.
Yeah, I know who the governor is.
5 minutes after the briefing, I saw him on the phone.
Go on.
At 5:30 in the morning?
Well, what did he say?
Oh, I don't know what he said. I couldn't hear.
Is that it?
Think about it. 5 minutes after the briefing, when the whole world's asleep, I see the DI making a phone call. Less than half an hour later, we're looking at empty houses with warm beds.
Well, it is a bit unusual, I grant you that.
It's a bit more than that, Ted.
But what do you want me to do about it?
I think I've got to go and see Conway. I suppose I just want you to back me up.
How can I back you up? I didn't see him on the phone.
We've got to do something.
No, you have. I don't.
But I didn't know it was stolen. The wife's brother lent it to me last week because mine was in the garage.
Does he change his car every fortnight?
He told me it was his. Stupid. We'll have to stay here long. We're supposed to be going on holiday.
Not in a stolen car, I'm afraid, sir. Look, we're going to have to make a few inquiries, find out what your brother-in-law has to say about all this. And there is still the serious matter of dangerous driving.
So it could be for some time.
Could be.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to stand for it, sir. Me and my men have put too much work into this. Well, I wouldn't say glasnost was the prevailing atmosphere around here, no. Yes, sir. Of course, sir. You really fancy yourself, don't you?
Is the 5-minute argument or the full half hour?
I won't waste 2 minutes on you, Burnside.
You're in the mire, old son.
Not the impression I get.
Brinkworth, say what you got to say.
Do you think I haven't been here before? Do you think I'm not used to this? I used to work the porn squad. I know how it works.
I bet you do.
Shut it, Burnside. You haven't a clue.
Give me a clue.
Every time a job turned sour, it was always the same. What can you expect from obscene publications? Bent as a bishop's crook, and that wasn't a press. It was everyone else in the job.
I don't believe this. You want my sympathy?
Stuff your sympathy. But you got my word. I'm not rolling over on this one, and neither is any of my team. This cock-up isn't down to us.
Down to us, is it?
Well, it's down to someone.
I'm busy. You can use the CID office if you like, but nobody's told me yet I've got to offer you mine. All right.
He'll see you now.
Thanks.
Hello, Mike. How are you?
Oh, fine, thank you, sir.
Well, you don't look it.
Something I ate.
Something you know, maybe.
Sir.
Well, I'm listening.
Hello. You been looked after?
Yes, thank you.
You all right? Oh, come on, it can't be that bad, can it?
He'll go to jail, won't he?
Who will?
So pointless. We might as well have stayed at home and waited for you.
Waited for us?
6 o'clock, wasn't it? Be on time.
6 o'clock this morning?
Please.
Wait there a minute, I'll get someone to bring you a cup of tea.
Save me the outrage, Frank. Just convince me there's nothing in it.
I need to convince you.
Yeah, I'm afraid you do. Now, who are you calling?
I was calling my travel agent.
Your travel agent?
That's correct, sir. And before you say what travel agent keeps those kind of hours, he doesn't. His answering machine does. I'm taking my girlfriend to Paris for the weekend. It's going to cost me an arm and a leg, but what can you do? Well, I thought I might forget later. I wanted to confirm the booking. We were quite busy, if you remember, sir.
Prove it.
Yes, that's right. It was your stock he nicked after all. You answer that. Yeah, he used a credit
See you at
card.
the office.
You have the number.
Ted, it's Inspector Fraser. She wants the DI. Seems quite important.
Well, he's not round here, is he?
No, ma'am.
One moment, sir.
No, but she'd like a word with you.
I'm sorry, Mr. Kent. I'll have to ring you back. Thank you. I'm sorry, ma'am, to have kept you waiting. The DI is in with Mr. Conway at the moment.
Yes, I'm sorry to bother you, but I didn't know whether or not I got the right number. Yes, you are Suncrest Travel. Good. That is the one in Chester Street, isn't it? Yes, that's right. Good answer. Yes, I wonder if you could do me a favour.
Chief Inspector's office.
Yeah, a colleague of mine has asked me to
Speaking.
call you and find out whether a message she sent
No, I'm
was
a bit
taken
busy
up.
at the moment.
Yeah, Burnside.
All right, go on.
B-U-R. That's right. Yes, Detective
You don't
Inspector.
say.
He did.
Yeah, well, this won't take
Good.
long. Look,
There's
brief
one
Ted
more
Roach,
thing.
and I'll meet you both in your office in a couple of minutes.
Little
All
argument
right.
we're having. See, I say it's hard enough trying to get anybody to leave a message on the damn things. Never mind, leave the time they called. Now, did he? Oh dear. Well, never mind. Yes. Yeah, I will pass the message on. Thank you. Bye.
Happy?
No, Frank, but I am convinced.
No, look, sir,
Let me finish. Look, I don't like this kind of thing. But it's better that it's me than the rubber heels of CIB 11.
Who was it?
What do you mean?
Who told you about my phone call?
No way, Frank.
Will that be all, sir?
Yeah, that's all.
Well, he's not the top man, but as far as we understand it, he's the next best thing. He organized the distribution of the stuff when it came in from Holland.
See? I owe you one. Where is he now?
Still in the charge room.
Shall I let the yard know?
Number's engaged. Come on.
I didn't hear that.
Oi! What do you think you're doing? Hey, get on! Just leave it back in here!
Oh, there was a tip-off, all right. Somebody phoned my boss, and he called me. 5 in the morning, mind. Try explaining that to the wife and kids.
Who from? Where did the word come from?
I don't know. It wasn't from here, that's for sure. They left it late, to make it look like it came from here. The governor said he still had to sacrifice a couple of the lads.
Your boss, Collins. Where had he gone?
He's owed a lot of money.
So?
So, he won't be on that flight to Marbella. Not while he still has half a chance of collecting.
Collecting from who?
It's an adult video shop we use as a distribution centre. You don't think he deals with the punters directly, do you?
Why should they stamp up now? He's finished.
Sure. But the word's not out yet, is it? He's hardly likely to tell them.
Afternoon, sir. Oh, Mike. Yes, sir.
Look, don't worry, you did the right thing. And you'll be glad to know there's nothing in it.
Yes, sir.
Oh, Mike. He doesn't know. You came to me in confidence, right? And you have my word it will stay that way.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
You trust him?
He needs us. Our gratitude is more important to him than that of his employers.
I suppose so.
Well?
There's a chance. He wants to know what time the governor's coming round to pick up his dough.
What did you tell him?
Said he was a bit tied up. Be in touch like always.
How about you showing up?
Like you said, Mr. Burnside. I told him we're throwing a surprise party for the boss later, but not to mention I've never been in.
Did he buy that?
No reason not to.
This geezer in the shop. What's he look like?
About my height. Brown hair. Blue cardigan. Red shirt. Mid-30s.
You better go and check him out, Ted.
Right.
No. I'll do it. You look too much like old Bill.
What? I do? All right?
Fine.
Now what?
We wait.
Absolutely marvellous, isn't it? He's the one who breaks the law. 3 nights on the trot, and I'm the one who ends up in the police station.
I know, Mum.
Alec, get it shifted.
Christine, just a word to you.
But unloading
Sir?
your rubbish on our back door is not one of them.
Listen, some of us are out there trying to make this a decent place instead of people to live in. Sir.
Am I to understand we're holding one of the targets who slipped through the fingers this morning? A Gerald Carmody.
Yes, sir.
And you're the one who discovered who he really was?
Yes, that's right.
Then why didn't you inform me?
I did. Well, I phoned your office and
And?
I told the DI I understand he was with you at the time.
Has the prisoner been charged with anything yet?
No, sir.
Did the Yard know he's here?
Not to my knowledge.
Well, that's something, anyway. Where's the prisoner now?
With the DI.
Christine, don't make me lose my temper. Where's the DI?
I'm not sure, sir.
Find him.
Collins isn't going to turn up here, is he?
No. But he might ask our friend in the shop there to come to him.
You haven't got any of your magazines on you, have you?
Asking me? Never heard of a Nick yet, didn't have a basement before.
You're living in the past, Gerald. WPCs won't stand for it now.
Why didn't you leg it, Gerald, when you had the chance? Why hang around the manor?
The wife wanted to say goodbye to her mother. Thought she might not see her again.
Hey, that's our man. Let's see, get after him, Ted. Carefully. Head down, you.
Sierra Oscar 8 from Sierra Oscar, are you receiving?
You got something you want to tell me, Ted?
What?
You trust me?
Shouldn't I?
That's him. Sierra Oscar 8 from Sierra Oscar. Sierra Oscar 8. Sierra Oscar 8 calling Sierra Oscar. Are you receiving? Over.
Go ahead, sir.
I'm in pursuit of a car. Maroon Volvo Estate. Echo 920. Alpha Golf Romeo. Carrying 2 men. IC1 wanting to question suspect car proceeding west along Granite Road.
We're in Granite Road. This is 9-2.
Sierra Oscar 8 from Sierra Oscar. This is Inspector Fraser. Come in, please, Frank.
Not now, Chrissy.
Hold up.
Mr. Collins! How nice.
Ted?
Mm.
You didn't mention anything, did you?
Don't know what you're talking about, mate. Memory like a sieve, I have.
So he legged it out the back and round the corner and banged straight into Steve there. And you know what he says? He looked up and he said, Officer... John, a word on your own, please.
I've got nothing to say to you.
Look, I don't want to ruck. We've got to talk.
Okay.
He said, Officer, I want to make a complaint. We just pulled Collins.
What?
Now listen, Sun Hill is in the clear. Division isn't. Do you mind? Now, one of your team is at it. Now, look, I'm not looking to score points, John. You are facing a steward's inquiry. So just make sure you're fireproof.
Definitely.
Stand on me.
Why the SP?
Doesn't do to make enemies. I might be working for you one day.
And if I'm working for you?
I don't forget, if that's what you mean.
That was a result and a half, Frank. But you should have told me you were holding Carmody. Now, don't you ever embarrass me like that again.
Sir?
No, you wouldn't have much to say, would you?
I was trying to protect Sun Hill CID from insinuations made against him.
Cobblers, Frank. You were trying to protect Frank Burnside.
All right, sir, I don't deny it. But I felt I had good cause. I mean, at least nobody else in this nick is going to have to suffer what I went through this morning. Sir.
Are you just lucky, Frank, or what?
Roach, my office. Someone telling tales made my life very difficult today.
Sir?
Stop it, Ted. It's only when you look clever you know sod all.
Sir?
It came from this office. Now, I'm in no hurry, but I'll find out who it was. Pass the word.